Hello Aries, welcome to your February reading. Hope you're having a good beginning of February so far. This is going to be a general read for approximately the first 2 weeks of February. Might extend a little farther depending on where you are in your personal timeline. But I don't really want to go farther than 2 weeks because I feel like energies are still pretty raw and shifting. So we'll just do the first 2 weeks. Also, I'm doing a little change in the camera angle because it was brought to my attention that it would be better if you could see me shuffle the cards. So, I aimed Blaze. I'm happy to let you see me shuffle the cards. So I'm going to take our initial spread here. I'm going to do a 4-card spread. We're just going to get an overview of the next 2 weeks. That's my dog there playing with her little crinkly toys and scratching at the carpet. So hopefully she won't be too distracting. She's awfully cute and she likes to be with me. Always. I mean, like literally everywhere. She's like a toddler. She's like with me all the time. But that's okay. That's cool. She's the best. All right. Aries, let's get straight to it. But before we start, I just wanted to say stick with me till the end if you can, because at the end I pull some oracle cards and I pull a general overall energy card, and those usually tie in really nicely with the rest of the read, and they give a larger perspective to the energies that you might be navigating through over the next couple of weeks. So if you can, stick it out to the end or just fast forward to the end. All right, let's see. What are the general energies? What's just the general mood of the next 2 weeks for Aries, please, Spirit? The weeks ahead, please. Wow. Okay, so we got the Death card, or Rebirth, the Phoenix rising from the ashes. Very nice. Very powerful. What should Aries be aware of? Should Aries keep in mind over the next couple of weeks? All right, I'm not going to take any of those because there you go. Thank you, Spirit. The 9 of Pentacles, very nice. Got 2 cards, so I'm going to take them both. I don't like to take more than 2 at a time. And Temperance, beautiful, beautiful. All right, what's your advice over the next couple of weeks? What's advice for Aries over the next couple of weeks, please, Spirit? Again, 2 cards. We got the 7 of Cups and the Star coming in for you as your advice over the next couple of weeks. Very nice. Let's see, I'm getting glare, so let me try to move this over. Hopefully that's better. Okay, and the final outcome. Energies you'll be feeling at the end of these 2 weeks. Should everything progress. The Hermit. All right. Now, the Hermit doesn't mean that you're necessarily going to hide away in your house and not talk to anybody, but it could mean that, you're just going to do some introspective work, which is nice. Okay, so we have the Death card as the overall energy over the next couple weeks. So you're definitely going through a massive change right now. Let's get some clarifiers. Let's see which deck should we use to pull the clarifiers with. All right, I'm being drawn to this Legacy of the Divine Tarot card deck. So let's use this deck. All right, tell me more about Death and Rebirth for Aries, please. The Ace of Pentacles, beautiful. So something new is coming now. The Pentacles talk about formation, right? So the actual suit of the material. So this is a change in your material structure or in the foundation of your material existence moving forward. And because it's an ace, and a lot of people consider the Ace of Discs one of the most bountiful and abundant and propitious cards, right, of the deck. That's a really nice sign to see. So lots of good stuff coming in for you, or starting to form over the next couple weeks. Can you tell me more about the Ace, please, Spirit? Nope, that's it. That's all we're getting. All right, what to be aware of. Now, Spirit wants you to remember that you've reached a level of independence, and what I'm hearing is it can't be taken away from you now. You've reached a sustainable, steady, and stable place in your life, at least for the time being. And while you may feel a bit anxious or overly emotional, I'm getting, especially with that Temperance card, you may be feeling like maybe you want things to speed up. You want that change to happen faster than it's happening. You need to be aware of the fact that the timing is just not right yet. But things are moving along behind the scenes to move your goals farther, or to move your goals to make them more real. Art and Temperance is a card. So Temperance, as we know, is associated with Archangel Michael. So if you're feeling particularly emotional or lost, you can call on Archangel Michael and ask for assistance. You can always do that. But Art is also a card of alchemy in this deck. And it talks about, and it's really interesting because I'm going to hold this up closely. I don't know if you can see it or not, but there is the yin-yang symbol in the corner of the card, which talks about needing balance, right? Traveling the middle road, going down the middle path, not moving towards one extreme or the other. And Temperance or Art, I should say, in the school of cards that this is created out of, this follows like the Thoth deck tradition of tarot reading. Art tells us that this is a time when you are able to it's almost like a magician card. You can take the different elements and you can combine them to make something new. So it's definitely like an alchemy card, making gold out of salt and dirt, something like that. It's how do you take the elements and the energies that are around you, how do you combine them, how do you sew them or weave them into something new that serves you, all right? And it's important for you to remember, I'm just going to backtrack, that you are the Nine of Pentacles, so you're very smart, capable, talented, you've reached that level of independence and you can do this. So if you're worried that you can't sustain this new direction or you can't take on this new leadership role, I'm hearing, you can, Aries, all right? And how you lead moving forward is going to really determine your success. So important for you to be a just leader. I don't know why I'm hearing that, but I am. Okay, so let's move on. Your advice is the Seven of Cups and the Star. So really what I'm hearing with this is you may have come into some bad habits over the past couple of months. Nothing really horrible. I'm not saying you're a serious drug addict or a serious alcoholic, but you may have just come into some bad habits out of this, maybe out of depression, right? Or out of a mild depression, not a serious depression that debilitates you, because you need to remember you are the Nine of Pentacles, but more of a energy of like, blah, I don't want to do this, so I'm going to sit in front of the TV and I'm just going to eat Oreo cookies and watch true crime documentaries, like you're just kind of you're not out there, you're not exercising, you're not doing things that are healthy for you, you're just kind of wallowing in it. But you also have the Star here in your advice, and the Star tells you to really look to the universe and to nature and heal yourself. You have the ability to heal yourself. This goes really nicely with that Temperance card. I think it's just a matter of connecting to nature for you, I think would be really beneficial. But let's get, what else can you tell us about that? The Six of Coins, yeah, balance. So again, we've got another card of balance. It's asking you, you know, clarifying these two cards. Spirit's asking you to create balance in your life. Don't give more energy than you are receiving back. Don't give more to a situation than you're receiving back. And don't take more than you're willing to give. Those two are very important. All right, let's take a look at, and as I was saying the Hermit, as I was saying, let's take a look at the Hermit. The Queen of Coins popped out for you. So the Queen of Coins is a very nurturing card. She's very stabilizing. She's very comforting in a way to me. When I see the Queen of Coins, I feel confident in my abilities to provide for myself and for my family, and that's tying into this Nine of Pentacles card that we got really nicely. So I think the Hermit card for you, I think by the end of these 2 weeks, you're going to start to realize, or it's really going to become more clear to you, that you are abundant, right? You have the ability to plan. So the Queen of Coins, she can also be very good at planning far into the future, saying, you know, from a domestic standpoint, saying, I know that winter is coming up and my harvest only provides, you know, these vegetables, so I need to put this aside to make sure that I have enough to cover the winter months. You know, she's very good at, how should I put it? She's very good at maintaining resources. Almost like, and I'm hearing, you know, like I'm hearing the biblical story of Joseph, who stored grains and seeds for famine. You know, I'm not saying there's anything like that happening in your life, Aries. It's not. But the point is that you have reached a level of stability where you know that you can make the good decisions and make right decisions that will keep you stable and in the abundant position that you're in right now. All right, you also got the Fool coming in, clarifying the what's happening for you at the end of these 2 weeks. So again, we're talking something brand new. All right, so as you come into this true sense of self-confidence and self-assurance, something brand new is opening up for you. Spirit, can you give us a clue as to what this new direction may be? Well, that card wanted to come up. Seven of Coins, so this is more of what I was talking about, of assessing where you are. Doesn't want to give me any more information than that, and that's okay. Sometimes that's why I was feeling only the next 2 weeks. For some reason, I feel like you're not supposed to know everything that's going on, but whatever is happening is definitely karmic coming in for you. Justice and balance. This is your time, and faith. Have faith. All right, have faith that you're moving in the right direction. I know this is the card of the Hierophant, but what's really sticking out for me right now is that word faith. And you needing to have faith that you are more than enough and that you are capable and you are able to handle whatever comes your way. If you're feeling overly emotional, because we have that Star card, so I feel like maybe you've been feeling, or you were feeling very emotional. The Star comes after the Tower, which can talk about an upheaval. You know, try to, as I was saying, I feel like Spirit just wants you to know that you should have faith because things are moving and changing for you. Okay, let's get I want to pull one of these cards for you as we near the end. This is a new deck that I've been working with. Actually, I think I'm going to put this off for a different read. Let's just do a Nature's Whispers card for you first. Maybe we'll go back to that at the end. I don't want to make these too long, is the problem. Okay, let's get a Nature's Whispers card for you. Let's see, what advice does Spirit have for Aries over the next couple of weeks, please? What advice do you have for Aries over the next couple of weeks, please, Spirit? Contemplation. Yeah, that's what we were talking about, that Hermit, and that just understanding, that knowing that you are enough, and that you've reached this level of stability that cannot be taken away from you. But let's see what the book has to say for you. Number 29, contemplation. Number 29 might mean something to you, it might not. All right, contemplation. Enjoy your own company. This is a wonderful time for you to reorganize and consider the things you enjoy most in your life. Make a point of spending a little time allowing your mind to wander away from the everyday concerns that occupy your time. Give yourself an opportunity to be inspired. Ruminate on your inner voice and listen to your own counsel. Okay, very interesting. Very interesting. All right, let's see. Let's just see. I don't know why I keep going back to these cards. This is a new deck that I'm working with, and since it's the end, you know, you can sign off now if you don't want to watch the rest of this. But this deck is almost like a shadow deck for me. It really brings out issues that I sometimes find triggering, or it has been for me over the past couple weeks. So let's see what you get for Aries. What message do you want to tell Aries to keep in mind over the next couple of weeks? You got the Seven of Swords, the Rainbow Bridge. All right, let me get the book for you, because this is a totally different way of interpreting tarot, these cards, and I don't know the book well enough. I don't know these well enough. She does start the suit off with swords, which I find interesting. Okay, Seven of Swords. With the number 7, we make a leap. We move beyond the earth principle, where all earlier numbers are related to biological forms, to the heaven principle, which is the more transcendent source. 7 is also the number of the Sabbath, which is how the heaven principle interacts with the weekly calendar. The 7th day is to be a day of rest, a day off from our usual routines. It is a time to be still and settle into contact with a deeper dimension. Well, there you go. That goes really nicely with the contemplation there. Okay. We live in a culture that has abandoned the Sabbath. Those for whom it is not just another workday may use it for recreation, but rarely is it dedicated to the real recreation that comes from replenishing our soul. For that to happen, we need to find the place that is beyond boundaries, a place of infinite depth and infinite love. The Seven of Swords is about contacting that place. It is about accessing a state of consciousness that brings a Sabbath blessing. In the picture on the card, a woman stands bathed in the energy of the Rainbow Bridge, the bridge to heaven. Heaven is not so much a place as a vibratory level we can learn to enter. It is represented here by an angelic being. The rainbow, with its 7 colors, is often used as a symbol of the consciousness, so the Rainbow Bridge is a doubly potent image. The invitation of this card is to step out of ordinary mind into higher consciousness and let the blessings of heaven rain down on you. The Rainbow Bridge is whatever serves as a gateway or bridge to this state of consciousness. It may involve a traditional worship service or spiritual practice. It may mean showering in color and sound, in mystical poetry, music, or beauty. It may involve a psychoact. No, I'm not going there. Shamanic journeys to the upper world. I'm definitely not advocating any use of any mind-altering substances. When this card shows up in a reading, it's time for a little bit of heaven. You are most likely depleted and could profit from a fresh inspiration. It is a good time to take a Sabbath, whether that's a day or a week or a year. It only takes a moment to call the company of heaven into your life.
As recognized by many religious traditions, when the light beings of the spirit realm are called, they gladly come, bringing with them energy that revitalizes and restores. Take time to follow your rainbow bridge. All right, well, I like the way that ties in with what we were talking about, that, you know, if you need to call on your angels or archangels, go ahead and do so. But really a lot of introspection here. And I'm sensing a lot of introspection that brings you a sense of safety. You know, like that sense of well-being and safety, that you're capable of handling things and that you can handle things. And because you are capable of handling things, you can always manifest new beginnings for yourself with that Fool card. All right. Well, Aries, I hope you found this interesting, if not helpful. And if you have any comments, please leave them in the comment box below. Hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe so we can build this community. And I hope you enjoy the next couple of weeks. I'll catch you next time. Bye.